G'day again, Executive Manager. It's Jeff Tuna, here to summarise the 2-hour livestream presentation. First up are the E.G.O categories. For Best Voice Acting, in third place is Don Quixote with Yearning Makaya. In second place, Gregor with Unbrilliant Glory. And in first place, we have Don Quixote with In the Name of Love and Hate. I was a bit surprised at first, but given that she has a full minute of wind-up before firing a massive laser, I guess that leaves a lot of room for yapping. For Best Visual Effects and Animations, in third place, Hong Lu with Tears of the Tarnished Blood. In second place, Gregor with Unbrilliant Glory. And in first place, we have In the Name of Don Quixote, which once again I'm guessing is helped by the fact the animation goes on for a full minute. Now, for the E.G.O that is most likely to result in jail time, we have Magic Bullet for Outis in third place, In the Name of Don and Quixote in second place, and Yisung's Fell Bullet in first place. A notable mention to Indicant's trial in fourth place for utilising ducks to commit various war crimes. Finally, wrapping up the E.G.O categories, we have E.G.O of the Year. In third place, with 11.8% of the votes, is Yearning Makaya Don. In second place, with 15% of votes, is Hong Lu with Tears of the Tarnished Blood. And in first place, with 26.6% of the votes, is Unbrilliant Glory. I find it fascinating that despite coming first, and second, Don's big laser didn't actually make it into the top 3. It did come close, falling only 11 votes short of third, but it's still surprising. Moving on to the miscellaneous categories. For Best Project Moonstream, which is absolutely a really trustworthy category that anybody actually thought about and didn't just click randomly, in third is Kim Ji-Eun's 7-hour special. In second is his Work With Me stream where he just played the game for 3 hours. But he's 3D now, so fair enough. And in first is the 8th anniversary livestream. Does this mean anything to you? Do you remember these streams? It's probably not a category that I would include again, but it's funny. The Best Intervallo. In fourth place is the LCB Regular Checkup. In third place is Nocturnal Sweeping. In second is Pilgrimage of Compassion, and in first is Spring Cultivation. The Best Distortion, also spoiler warning. Third is Hohenheim, second is Jamu, and first is Mares, by a much more substantial margin than I was expecting. For Best Announcer, third place is Jabura, second, Virgilius, and first, Ricardo. Fair enough. And finally, Best Kim Ji-Hoon Model. Obviously there was only 2 options, so instead of trying to manifest tension, I'm actually amazed it was this close. And for the first few hundred votes, it was almost constantly 50-50, which was really impressive. Finally, we're on to the ID categories. For Best Visual Effects and Animations, third place goes to Contempt or Ryoshu. Second place goes to Capo Maso. And first place goes to Hongla. Not gonna lie, I was a little confused at first, as his own skills aren't the most flashy. But then I remembered the whole 50 different team-ups on his skill 3, which made it make a lot more sense. For Best in Mirror Dungeon, third place, Bunny Faust. Second place, Fell Bullet Yisung. And first place is Hongla, again. I was expecting Fell Bullet to get a number more votes honestly, as I thought a number of people may mix up the E.G.O and ID a bit. The most mechanically confusing, third place is Queen of Hatred Dawn. I assume because of the flippy floppy SP mechanic on skill 3. Second place, Hongla, which whilst the ID on its own is simple, I suppose needing 9 other IDs may make it appear confusing, and the 50 bolus effects. And in first place is Zhong's office rep Ishmael. I think this is exaggerated a little, as she was the newest ID at the time of the nominations, and people may not have had time to play with her that much yet. That, or people don't know what colours are. Next up is Best for Community Art. Third place is Heisho Don. Second place, Manager Don. And in first place, Queen of Hatred Don. Beyond just being a Don sweep, if you include Sync Don's 71 votes, Don herself took 47.1% of the votes in this category. Truly the company mascot. For Most Despised, in third place is Lantern Yisung. In second is Bunny Faust. And in first is Shi Association East Section 3 Faust. don't blame me, I'm just the messenger. I personally think she looks awesome, I just can't really comment on gameplay, as I've only used her at Uptime 1. Now, best design. Third, Hongler. Second, Leiso. And first goes to Contempt or Ryoshu with exactly 500 votes. And if you thought otherwise, you're wrong, go away, you can never beat the people with actual taste. Best voice acting is the most fascinating result to me. In third place is Queen of Hatred Dawn with 195 votes. In second place, Hongler with 201 votes, which I don't know how this beats Don's scream of absolute despair, but okay, sure, it's your opinions. And in first place, with 1,195 votes, is Fire Fist Gregor, beating third place by exactly 1,000 votes, and second place by 994 votes. Fourth and fifth place go to the chickens. Personally, I love the screaming chook sounds. Most anticipated is the category that is, by definition, rigged. If you wanted genuinely accurate results, all of you would have properly written out the exact name of hypothetical IDs in the exact same way. But since you didn't, I had to go through and try to classify every response manually into data that somewhat made sense. So if you'd like to see more of the results or just what people entered, we went through a lot of them in the stream. Otherwise, if you just want a general idea, the top 5 rigged general categories are the Red Mist, Farm Watch, Roland and Angelica, a heheh for Ishmael or Maso, mainly being Maso requested, and Ricardo. A substantial number of people also wanted specific E.G.O IDs, such as Cobalt Scar, Blind Rage and Mimicry. But once again, check the VOD if you want to see more. And finally, the last category is Identity of the Year. Third place is Bunny Faust. Second place is Capo Maso. And in first place is Expedition 33. Are you surprised? Because I'm not. Yet, that is the will of humanity. Congratulations, heheh boy. But that's not all for this category. You see, there's 42 IDs to choose from. 41 of them received votes. As mentioned at the beginning, one received none. And so, the ID that absolutely nobody loves and will remain forever the outcast, devoid of love, attention and friendship, is C. Branch Gregor. A quick thank you to everyone who voted. I've run out of time. Canto 9 drops in like a few hours, so Happy New Year, Happy Canto 9, and to Ryoshu. I hope you get a loving reunion with your family.